はいどうも、サトリです。
Well, I don't know about you boys, but
長い
I'm pretty
昔
busy.
話も終わりを迎えようとしています。
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
最後の物語は酒場に集う6ヶ月前。
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm
実は彼
saying.
らの死亡場所は分かっていません。ボリビアで殺害されたというのが最も有力なのですが。では、最後の物語へと参りましょう。
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me.
長い年月の果て、街と己を重ね合わせる。そこには一種の虚しさも垣間見えます。
But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. Like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling me.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack. Because when I woke up...
From the dead?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, there, even over there.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
ちなみに、この最後のラスト、ゲームの最終戦闘だけあって非常に厄介です。攻撃力が高い、太い道はわからない。その上にレイアウトなので視認性が最悪。
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
格好は悪いですが、地道に遮蔽物を使って切り抜けるのが最善でしょう。
No ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
完全に強靭扱いですね。ですが、彼が元のと思っている人間
Newman
がいま
Hayes
す。
Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me
運
dead.
命を話せるでしょうか。あ、攻略法としては地道に遮蔽を使って戦ってください。あとは、シャルピーチのヒントを一つずつ。これは基本ですが、それぐらいしか攻略法がありませんので。
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the dead.
ついに、三大敵が現れました。
Alive.
この戦いは、
He was alive.
ショットガンを連発してくるので、遮蔽を探して逃げるのが先決です。もっとも、破壊士を使えば羽で倒せるんですが、さすがに絵面が悪いので。このモニュメントが遮蔽におすすめです。までにしていけば終わりです。
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, aka Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
さて、ここでついに3
Thanks
人
for
の
taking
人物
care
が
of
揃い
that
ます。
bastard.
このシチュエーションは、西部劇の名作、続、夕日のガンマンのシチュエーションのオマージュです。
But the kid
この
wasn't
タ
quite
イトルも、夕日
deceased.
のガンマンの現代になぞらえています。
Takes more than
こ
one
の
little
墓場での宝をめぐったやりとりもそのままですね。
Those two
そ
looked
して、
like they
映画
hadn't
の
seen
次の
each
場面
other
で
for
は、
quite a
三人
while.
三角の一騎打ちとなりま
Clearly,
す。
they were no longer amigos.
中の人は西部劇好きですが、このシーンを見た時は正直うなりましたね。
Won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first. I asked him about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Edda's mine. So is that damn money. I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
さて、最後の三角決闘ですが、本来は、ボタンで視点を切り替えて、フォーカスを上げるのが成功法です。ですが、今回は映画にのっとり、片方だけを狙うとしましょう。どうしても切り替えが苦手な方は、この攻略がおすすめです。
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you
僕の
never
話は
found
結
Bob?
局どうな
There
ったので
is
しょ
no
うか。
Bob.
そ
This
して
old
サイ
son
ラ
of
スの
a bitch
話
ain't
の
even
真実は
Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
そう、ずっと
Oh
ではない。
man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob,
実は、ボブはす
your
ぐそばにい
past
たので
always
す。
catches
そう、
up with
ず
you.
っと話を聞いていた酒場のマスターでした。
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
ここで、2つの選択肢が与えられます。1つは、この復讐に決着をつけること。もう1つは、ボブを許すこと。まずは、報復した場合から見ていきましょう。
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it. Holy shit!
Right, Molly, move against that wall. Go!
この決闘は、数字のヒントが出ませんが、難度は低いです。イベント戦闘のようなものですね。40年にわたる復讐に、幕は下りました。もっとも、何かが返ってくるわけではない。
Did you know it was him all along?
サイラスがヨタ話と史実を織り交ぜていたのは、ベンを揺さぶり、自分からボロを出すことを期待していたのです。まさに、サイラスが得意としていたポーカーのハッタリのように。
The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Greaves.
So where are you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
さて、この苦い結末とは別の、もう一つの決着を見るとしましょう。
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you
40
turned
年の
out to
年
be.
月、ボブは果たして復
Maybe
讐するに
prod
値
you
する
into
のか。
drawing on me.
サイラスはそれを確か
See,
める意味も持ってい
all
ました。
those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was
復
before
讐へ
you
の道
tried
の
to
りで失った
murder
も
me.
の、それはもう戻って
You,
きま
on the
せん。
other hand, walk that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob?
許し、というのは元来、自分自身を許すことなのかもしれま
It's
せん。
Eisenhower,
復
sir.
讐に生きた自分を
Dwight
許し、
Eisenhower.
休ませること。
What are you
これ
planning
も
to
ま
do
た、
with your
一つの
life,
復讐の
Dwight
決着かもしれません
Eisenhower?。
ちなみに、このドワイト青
Tomorrow
年
I'll
です
be
が実
leaving
在
for
の
West
人物
Point,
です。
So,
sir.
you want to be
ウ
a
エスト
soldier?
ポイントにて兵士になったドワイト青年は、そのおよそ
Don't
40
tear
年後、
down
ア
the
メリ
world
カ合衆
out of
国の大
anger
統
and
領となりま
spite
す。
like I did.
アビリーンで暮らしていたドワイト青年の友に、老いたガンマンが
You
い
do
た。
something decent with
そ
your
んな
life,
物
you
語
hear
があ
me?
ったのかもしれませんね。
Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
この決め台詞でビシッと締まる、西部劇のエンディングらしいかっこよさがありますね。 これにてコール・オブ・ファレス、ガンスリンガーの物語はおしまいです。シンプルながら、西部劇の魅力が詰まった一作です。お値段もお安いので、興味があったら一度プレイしてみてください。では、シリーズのご視聴、ありがとうございました。また、別のシリーズでお会いしましょう。
Oh, damn. Won't you spare me over till another year?